A good afternoon. This is Group 1 presenting on Unitary Approach in the industrial management. So in the industrial workplace, there is a high chance that there might come up conflicts between the employees themselves or the employees and the employer. And so conflict resolution is a key aspect of maintaining a productive and positive workplace. So if conflicts are not resolved, there are a lot of negative impacts, such as decreased productivity. The morale of the workers might be reduced. Also, some workers might not come to work because of these quarrels. So we're going to look at one of the ways or the approaches which are used in dealing with conflict resolution in the workplace, and it's the Unitary Approach. So basically, this approach is a perspective or a model used in industrial relations and organizational management that emphasizes unity, cooperation, and shared goals among all stakeholders within an organization. So it is based on the assumption that everyone, be it employee, employer, or government, benefits when emphasis is on common interest. So if we have one agenda, a unit of purpose, we all benefit. So it is founded on the mutual cooperation, teamwork, and shared goals. So basically they're saying the employee and the employer, because they've got a common interest, they're going to work together or hand in hand, and everyone benefits from that. So there's some key principles in this approach, which I have stated some of them. So it's unity, shared goals, cooperation, positive workplace culture, open communication, teamwork, employee participation, which are also the key objectives of Unitary Approach. So they are also the core elements of this approach. So the Unitary Approach in conflict resolution is based on the assumption that there is a single source of authority and a common set of values and goals within an organization or a group. So this is the first one. Then the second one, this approach views conflict as undesirable and harmful and seeks to eliminate it through various means, such as communication, negotiation, mediation, or arbitration. So a shared vision and mission that guide the actions and decisions of the organization or the group. That's another core element. A strong leadership that provides direction, motivation, and coordination for the organization or the group. A culture of trust, respect, and collaboration that fosters positive relationships and teamwork among the members of the organization or the group. Then there's also one of the core elements, a recognition of the interdependence and mutual benefit of the organization or the group and its stakeholders, such as customers, suppliers, partners, and society. So everyone benefits in this approach. A commitment to continuous improvement and innovation that enhances the performance and competitiveness of the organization or the group. So there are steps when using this approach, and I'm just going to list them. The first step, we first need to identify the conflict. Yeah, that's the first step. We start there. After that, we gather useful information. We need to have facts about this conflict, what has happened between who and who. And after that, we analyze the conflict. Once all the information has been gathered, it is important to analyze the conflict, to identify the root causes. Yeah. From these root causes, then stems the solution to solving this conflict. Then we implement that solution. Once a solution has been developed, it is important to implement it in a fair and consistent manner. How do we say it? This is a fair approach. Both parties need to benefit. Then we monitor the situation, make sure the conflict is resolved. So how do you see a conflict? Conflict can be seen, you can observe changes in behavior and even performance problems. If you see production is reducing, there might be some conflict somewhere or the way employees are now behaving. Maybe they are now coming late, they are always absent from work. That's another sign of that. A sign that may show that there is a conflict somewhere, somehow. And so the first step is to find out the root cause of this conflict. Then this approach, in as much as it seems to be fair, it has got some problems which come with it, some technicalities. But before that, we're just going to look at some of the techniques of problem solving. Just going to list them. We've got brainstorming, root cause analysis, decision matrices, we've got negotiation. And so I'm just going to explain one, the open dialogue guidelines, where one has got to choose a neutral location for the conversation. We need to set clear ground rules such as confidentiality and respect for each other's perspective. So this is now a conflict between two people, and we're trying to resolve it. So you ask open-ended questions to encourage the parties to share their thoughts and feelings. You listen carefully to each party without interrupting or judging. Then you summarize what you have heard to ensure that you understand each party's perspective. Then you help the parties to identify common ground and interests. Yes. That's how you solve this one, the open dialogue. And the benefits of this approach: first, it can help to reduce costs associated with conflicts by avoiding the need for third-party intervention. Then it preserves relationships by resolving conflicts without damaging relationships. It promotes collaboration, encourages parties to work together to find a solution. It creates a win-win situation. It's fair. Both parties are left satisfied with the outcome. Okay, this is a contrast to a win or lose situation where one party wins at the expense of the other. So it also builds trust by demonstrating that both parties are willing to work together in good faith, even for future sake. It promotes creativity by encouraging parties to think outside the box to find a solution that works for everyone. So it improves employee morale for several reasons. First, it can create a more positive and respectful environment, which can make employees feel more appreciated and valued. Second, it can reduce stress and tension by addressing conflicts before they escalate. And finally, it can improve communication by encouraging open and honest dialogue. So improved employee morale can have a number of benefits for productivity. As long as the employees are happy, a lot of positive changes come along with that. Okay, so they feel a sense of ownership and responsibility for their work, and they are more likely to go the extra mile to get things done. Additionally, employees who feel appreciated and valued tend to have a higher level of satisfaction, which can lead to lower turnover rates. So it's the Hawthorne's effect. Then challenges with this approach. There's lack of innovation. When everyone is working towards the same goal, there may be less room for creativity and innovation. This could lead to stagnation and the lack of new ideas. And rigidity. If the organization is too focused on its mission and direction, it may become inflexible and unable to adapt to changing circumstances. Then lack of individual needs. The needs are focused on the organization as a whole, and individual needs may be neglected in this process. This could lead to dissatisfaction and the lack of motivation among the employees. Okay. Alright, now we're just going to look at a case study where the Unitary Approach was used. So we're going to look at this company called Netflix. So this company deals with media streaming and video rental company. So it was founded in 1997 by this guy named Hastings and a friend, Randolph. Okay, so Netflix focus on its mission has allowed it to grow from a small startup to a global entertainment company. That's the Unity part. Cooperation. Netflix culture of creativity and innovation has allowed it to develop new and innovative content, such as the Netflix original series. So now Netflix on this one, on the cooperation, creativity and innovation, Netflix started as a streaming where it would buy DVDs or in general movies, and then it sells them to other people. But then through innovation, they decided themselves to start producing movies for their customers. Then Then we have collectivism. Netflix focus on its customers has allowed it to become the world's leading streaming service. When it comes to direction, Netflix's clear goal of entertaining the world has allowed it to stay focused and avoid distractions. Then also you have the Southwest Airlines, which has been recognized as one of the best places to work in the United States. Southwest is known for its unique culture, which is built around the family mentality. So the family mentality, that's the Unitary Approach. The Unitary Approach, where the employer and the employees, they are united, are having the same common cause. The company emphasizes teamwork, and employees are encouraged to help and support each other. This has led to increased job satisfaction and productivity, as well as improved customer service. Okay. Then we also have Xerox. Xerox, this is a company which started around 19 something. It was producing what do you call these photographic machines, photocopiers, what else was it? Printers, those kind of products. And at one time the company was almost falling, and they implemented this. Xerox was facing a decline in sales and profitability. Under the leadership of Keynes, the company implemented a unitary approach that focused on employee engagement and participation. Keynes set clear goals for the company and established a process for feedback and communication. As a result, Xerox saw a dramatic turnaround, becoming one of the most successful companies in the world. So in conclusion, the unitary approach is based on the premise that the organization is a single, unified entity with all its stakeholders working towards common goals. The key points discussed: 1. Management is the sole source of authority. There is mutual cooperation and sharing of goals based on the assumption that everyone benefits when the company is successful. Unitary approach encourages direct communication and employee participation in the workplace. Conflict is seen as a temporary aberration or a barrier, which is a result of poor management or communication, rather than being seen as a fundamental feature of the workplace. So trade unions are seen as necessary as they disrupt communication and cooperation between employees and the management. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.